Hi folks, just a quick video. Man United versus Liverpool, or really as it's at Liverpool ground, Liverpool versus United. As soon as I saw the team sheet, I thought, oh no, because all during the week I was saying, please, not Fred, Sabitzer. Sabitzer is far better, far more calmer, far more likely to actually put in a challenge, far more likely to not get carded, far more likely to actually put a good through ball or pass the ball quickly forwards. That's what his game is, Sabitzer. He's really what United want. What Ten Hag has been saying he wants from a midfielder. That quick release, pressing. He's far better at it than Fred. I mean, even earlier I was watching and they were talking about Man United and saying Fred has been brilliant. He has not. Anyway. But then Anthony. Again, Anthony. My God, that bloke is... I don't know what is going through that man's head in any way, shape or form. Because there's one point in the first half, the ball came over to him and he did a two-footed, jump up in the air, control of the ball. Those Galactico controls. When you're trying to show off, that sort of control. He did that. And yet he can't pass the ball forward to a Man United player. He can't stay on the side. His shooting is pitiful. His crossing is woeful. And yet he's prattling around with that stuff. That is... What are you doing? I get that maybe your form isn't great, but focus on the basics. Make sure you pass the ball, and as I've always said with professional footballers, make sure that when you pass the ball, the person who's the ball's going to has to control it. If you pass it so gently that a 2-year-old child can control that ball, most likely it's going to be intercepted. Get it in there, get it to your teammate, but again, it's not just those two. Varane, poor. Martinez, quite poor. Casemiro, poor today. A lot of decision making. I mean, I lost it when, the ball was chipped towards United's half. Varane had ages to head the ball. No one near him. No Liverpool player near him. He headed the ball just back to a Liverpool player. What? Do they never practice this? This is another one of these games where it looks as if United just don't practice. Now, I get they played again on Wednesday, so maybe they didn't have any training. It looks as if they didn't before this game. But, I mean, put it this way, with regards to Anthony, my view with regards to Anthony is, if Elanga had been given this much chance, maybe he could have turned his form around. Because Elanga was never as poor as Anthony. He never was that poor as Anthony has been. Anthony has been seriously poor. Getting plenty of game time, plenty of the ball, and doing absolutely nothing with it. Most of the time. Once in a while he'd actually get a goal right at the end of the game where the other team is knackered. And it's his 20th shot. And it just happens to be on target. It just happens to be hard enough that the goalkeeper can't quite get to it. But he's had 20 beforehand that were completely useless. They just gave the ball back to the opposition. I'm sorry, that isn't good enough. No, United were idiots by paying the amount they paid for him and giving him such a raise with regards to the contract. That is insane. I said before, the fact he was on 20 grand before and United offered him, I think, £250,000 a week when he was on £20,000 a week at Ajax. That is insane. Absolutely madness. What are you doing? Does the bloke ever have to really play football? He can play crap. They're still got a pickings. They paid so much and they're paying so much for him. Otherwise, he just sits on the bench and claims, every 4 weeks, every month, he gets £1 million. He gets £1 million every month. And that's what he can do. Oh, and fans are saying we're going to be patient with him. Why? I talk about asking questions all the time. One question is why? Why patient with Anthony but not patient with Elanga? Well, since Anthony's first season. Yeah, but Elanga came through the ranks. He was a very, very young player. Anthony plays for, or is in the Brazilian squad, and played for Ajax at a far higher level. Excuse me? Yeah. No, to a certain degree, be patient with the bloke. But come on, he's had chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. He's had chances. It's not as if he hasn't had chances. The other question, who do you put in? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because the problem is, again, they've got, in order to force Weghorst in, you've got, in this game, Fernandez on the Man United left, going against a Liverpool player that everyone says is playing very, very poorly. So you put basically a central midfielder against the right back. Yeah, insane. When you've got Garnacho on the bench, yeah, that's a bit insane, that is, but okay. But that's the point. People keep saying that, and I've questioned it, they keep saying Ten Hag is a genius. And I said, excuse me, he made the issues. He created the issues by the team he picked, and also by the fact he didn't react and bring players off or sort it out from the touchline. So at half time he makes a change, which he should have made after 10 minutes or so, and it sort of fixes things. But he caused the problem. In this game, he's not been able to do that. He's not been able to make a change. No. Of course not. And so, is he a genius, or has it just been partly luck before, and partly the fact that at half time he has a chance to do something where he can stop the game and have a real think and talk to his team about what to do? When if he is a genius, he'd be reacting in the match and making changes even early, because people say he does that. He doesn't. People say that he brings players off after 10 minutes. He doesn't. Generally speaking, he doesn't do that. No. Not for United. He should have done. In this match, he should have done. Yeah. Again, for the first Liverpool goal, I have to ask the question, where the hell was Daigle? Because I was distracted. I was playing with Bambini at the time that first goal went in. I didn't see it. But when I looked back at it, I couldn't see Daigle in the picture. But it came from his side. So what on earth was he doing? You've gone wandering a bit. That's not helpful. Casemiro kept him on side. The second two goals, because Liverpool now winning 3-0, I haven't seen. I saw did I see the second one? I think I saw the second one. I think Gakpo scored the third one. I didn't see it, but yeah. The problem is United are poor, to say the least, right now. Really poor today. Yeah, you can't say it's because they're playing too many games. There's no excuse for that at all. There really isn't. I don't buy that. You can say that they don't have enough strength in depth with regards to quality, real quality, and I think that's right. But that really is up to the board, and they made such a big thing about how well they did in the summer, but they need to get more players in the winter. They didn't, because they knew the games we had. So the way the club has been run has been awful. So yeah, it is what it is. But today is not a good game, not a good day for Man United. Should have been. It should have been. But it wasn't. Great weekend for Liverpool. Putting points back on all the teams above them in top four. Well, apart from obviously the top two. But the teams in third and fourth. So giving Liverpool a very good chance to finish top four. Will they finish top four at Liverpool? I don't know. Because I think this Liverpool team has still got some major errors ahead. They're not fixed, this Liverpool team, right now. So, yeah. But as I say, for United, it's just been so poor. Yeah, there was one point in time where, I think before the first goal, the ball was over on Luke Shaw's side, and there were 2 United players and 1 Liverpool player. The ball bounced towards the 3 of them, and the Liverpool player got the ball. I was like, how on earth can the Liverpool player beat 2 United players to the ball? That is ridiculous. And then there were other times when players were trying to tackle a Liverpool player, and he got past 2. 2 tried to tackle him, and he got through 2. He wanted it more than they did. Yeah, ridiculous. As I say, for me, if Roy Keane was playing, I think Roy Keane would have exploded in this one. Yeah. I think he would have done. And rightly so. I think certainly there's a lot of players today who deserve a big kick up the arse, certainly. Because they weren't in it today. And as a manager, I think Ten Hag has failed miserably today. Not only in the preparation, but also in the managing of the game. Because, well, certainly, if he is a genius that everyone points him out to be, then today he failed. So, yeah. That's if he is a genius that everyone points him out to be. So, yeah. Well, you take care. God bless. Speak to you soon. Enjoy. Bye-bye.